Okay, I don't know what happened last time, but let me see. Hopefully that does not happen again. Hopefully that does not happen again. But guys, I'm just gonna load the game straight in. Okay, let me see how this goes, and let me just zoom in real quick. All right, guys. Apologies for all that. I genuinely don't know what went with MTN, but yeah, everything should be okay now. Everything should be okay now on that end. If you're watching right now, let me know if everything is okay on your end, so I can get straight into the cast. Okay, let me know everything is okay on the back end. All right, so we missed a lot of action. Unfortunately, we missed out a lot of action. Unfortunately, but yeah, Isaac, all good. Yeah, thanks. I'm just gonna get straight into it. So yeah, Astral Russia goals. So we missed out on the early games, but hopefully we don't miss out on the late games. And I can see something here. Apathy there. Okay. The ale there with shark bites, double stacks, and pulled him back. Lantern flare, but that's more. Apathy there. Bannet's rage, but that will miss from Cypher. And the ale as well as the crab claw cannon from the side of Apathy. I mean, if you're not going to use a CC, at least use someone that can dish out a decent amount of burst, right? That's one thing I like about Apathy. He really made sure that he went for something really good on that end. But now you can see down bottom, Lord Grimlex really supporting Cypher on this gold lane here. And you can see, and so far, McQueen as well. I mean, he's not on the bell rig, but he's still somehow doing well on this Badang. I'm pretty sure he's waiting for the right moment to use the face crack, but then the Lantern Flare on to check the bushes. That's a very good one. Crimson Gleam from All Father to teleport just this short distance though. Lord Grimlex as well. The Lord has spawned, but on that checking the bushes with the Lantern Flare. McQueen waiting for the right chance with the face break. He doesn't have that flicker though, so he's gonna have to be very tactical about this. But down bottom, Shin pushing the lanes now. Has to get back, has that Black Dragon form. But the Lord has spawns and McQueen just holding in position. Cypher as well, just clearing the lanes with the Bennett. And then so far, McQueen here, just hiding the bushes, waiting for the right moment. Vector doesn't have that immortality. By the way, guys, look at the builds. You can see the builds. I don't know why Vector hasn't bought the immortality yet. Why? As an Xbox, immortality should be your first item, your signature item. But then Cypher here, McQueen getting poked out. Yes, the Lantern Flare, the Gross Pathway comes in as well, getting stunned here now. The Crimson Beacon goes full in. Crimson Gleam comes in as well. All Father there with the Doom Wow to the Throne of Ruin. But Apathy there with the ale. One member will fall to trade 1v1. McQueen for Cypher. It's an equal trade for both teams, and the Lord will still not be contested. They will leave the Lord as is. McQueen and Cypher the only ones to pay the price. Meanwhile, up top, Shane really just waiting here. Just wanted to clear the lanes, but all Father Doom Wilds. But Fury dived defensively from Shane to get away. Meanwhile, down bottom, Lord Grimlex here. Okay, just making sure Apathy doesn't take out that tier 1 down bottom. And I'm really happy that Astrals are not just watching out top, they're also watching out bottom, and they're also keeping their eyes on that Lord to make sure that Rashagus doesn't steal it under their noses. Meanwhile, Tundros to dodge the Searing Torrent, but that still touched him. That still touched him, by the way. And that's Lantern Flare, clear the minion waves, but Puncture comes in from LTZ. That's 2 stacks of Soul Cutter. And McQueen here, okay, yeah, that's the Fist Wind pushing him back, but Lord Grimlex has the advantage. Fist Wind again onto the wall to get that stun in. Lantern Flare from Tondarby. So far holding in line. Tundros here. And yeah, so far Russia goes, they're just holding out and just waiting in line, but his Astrals are busy with the wave clear, and McQueen waiting for the right chance. Now TZ there with the puncture onto 2. Tundros there for the outplay. But then Puncture again, maybe targeting Reginald here. Yes, Don't Rose with a Puncture, but is not willing to commit with the Phantom Execution. And that's the fire stakes again to clear. But meanwhile, Shane holding position as well. Crimson Gleam comes out from all farther, but he's not willing to follow that through. Astral Ghouls have started the Lord Dance, but that's only Vector there poking out with the fire stakes. But Lord Grimlex, he has that glorious pathway. Meanwhile, Neltizi taking out the minion waves now. Puncture getting away. But meanwhile, up top is where we should be. Apathy takes out one, but glorious pathway comes in, reaching out in the back end, and he will not be saved. The Fury dive there with the Dragon Tail, but Shane will go down. McQueen falls as well. But no, I correct myself. Shane did not go down. But that's the Firaga armor lost by Vector, and the Lord Dance lost by Rashal Ghouls, giving Astral a free Lord Dance. Maybe not a free Lord Dance. Vector is still alive, but Apathy dives in. Shane as well with the Fury dive. 2-man airborne. Apathy finds one with the A. Lord Grimlex finds him back, but the Crimson Claim to get away. Oh, Father. He has to get away now. He has to get away. But then they are low. Vector is low as well. Vector has to get away. The Faraga armor has been lost, but will he get away? Yes, he gets one kill. And Vector still alive with the Thunderous. We'll put him in his place. But meanwhile, All Father comes in with the Crimson Gleam into the turret there. Trying to find Neltizi here. Neltizi trying to get away. Puncture to outplay him. But the Crimson Gleam now, Thunderby gets away. And somehow, Rashal Ghouls flipped that team fight on their heads. Astral had the team fight, they had the zoning out, and somehow they lost it. Now Rashal Ghouls going for the wave clear. I like the fact that Cypher is not actually engaging here. He's just, farming, clearing the lanes, keeping the waves in favor of Astral without Bennett. Bennett is actually the highest DPS that a Beatrix can have, especially there. But then, okay, Reginald walking into the turret here. Oh, that's definitely a network issue, right? I think it's affecting everybody, not just the stream. But then that's okay. Meanwhile, up top, Shane. I don't know what's going on up top there, but that's Neltizi. The Throne of Ruin from All Father, but will not match anyone. The Doom Waltz as well. But then McQueen looking for the perfect chance for that fist break. When Neltizi with a Puncture holding the line, the Lantern Beacon with the Crimson Flare. We'll bring him back, but the concealed combo. McQueen comes in as well. That's the dive in. Throne of Ruin, but Neltizi gets the retry battle. And that dive in. Crimson Beacon, Totarpe will find a way out of there, bringing him back. McQueen with the Crimson Beacon and the Lantern Flare. But now, trying to get away, pulls back again with Lantern Flare. McQueen has to flicker out 1v5. But Phantom Execution comes in. Puncture. That might not be enough. Totarpe gets the kill. And that's all far in the midst of it all. Neltizi with the Dawn Throws again, trying to find Reginald. Reginald is low. Now the Phantom Execution gets the kill, the Thunderous, but Neltizi, he will get out. He gets the kill. That's a Kyrie style play, guys. That's a Kyrie style play. I've got to say, the glorious pathway there. Astral looks like they might take this one in the bag. It's a 1v5, but then that's it. 5-1 Throne of Ruin from All Father, but the base is already taken out, and Cypher will get that take out. So far, Astrals, they did have a very good shot. Astral plays strategically here. If you look at the side of Astral, they made sure that, okay, look, our marksman don't engage unnecessarily. Just clear the waves, get the objectives, and just keep your distance. And that's exactly what Cypher did. That's exactly what Cypher did. And brilliant play from Astral. Rashal Ghouls have lost. Their streak has been broken. Astral now has one streak in their favor. So yeah, that's it for the game, guys. That's it for the game. And we'll wait for another lobby set so we can get straight into the next game. Excuse me. We can get straight into the next game. So yeah. What do you think about that match, guys? What do you think about that match? Did he meet your expectation? We did miss a major portion of that. You did miss a major portion of the match, but what do you guys think so far? Do you think it's met your expectations? And for those rooting for El Cartels, Alpha, and for those rooting for Astral, Alpha. Okay, so the next opponents that Astral will be fighting is okay, yeah, they haven't posted the opponents yet, so I'm just gonna wait for that. So, but yeah, guys, let's talk. Let's discuss with each other what went the way you wanted to see and what did not go the way you wanted to see. Okay, someone says we missed quite a chunk of the match. Yeah, thanks to MTN. Okay, let me just see that. Thanks to MTN. Oh my goodness. Someone says L Demons. Okay. Uriel says hi Black Matter, big fan. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. To the glory of God. To the glory of God. Okay, someone says 14 minutes match. If you're El Cartel and Astral, you want to end things as fast as possible and not give a single break there. And yeah, that will be a very interesting play from both teams. And MJ has sent the link, and I think at this point I'd prefer if he sent the code. I think I'd prefer the code, because for me to click this link I'd have to go to WhatsApp. Yeah, I think I prefer the code here. I'm just telling MJ to send the code rather than the link. I've gotten addicted to the code because the code is actually a whole lot easy for me. I just have to need to type it in here and I'm in, rather than moving across apps and all that. But then someone says Valer was a very good answer. Yes, Ryo, I will agree with you. Valer really gave them a problem. But then Reginald, I think Reginald had an issue with the positioning there. I think if he had gone with Safa is inviting me. Okay, yeah, that's easier. That's easier. Rona followed me. Okay, yeah. Okay, so by the way, guys, yeah, like I was saying, if Reginald had good positioning there, things would have been very easy for him. And El Cartels are still their opponents. Okay. I want to see how this turns out, guys. I want to see how this turns out. And someone says the code was a game-changing addition, to be honest. Yes, I will agree, Christine. I will agree. The code makes a lot easier for things. It makes it a whole lot easier for things. You can just type in the code, but with the link you'd have to like shuffle between apps, and if your RAM is not that great, well, that's it. But yeah, that was a very interesting game. We missed a portion of it. Hopefully we don't get to miss this one. Hopefully MTN behaves itself. So yeah. Okay, so I'll take a short break, and while the players ready up, so we can get straight into it. Okay, yeah, I'm in. By the way, let me let MG know I'm in. Okay, someone says El Cartel sending full power team. Yeah, I mean, when you see Conquest, Void Hacker, Ninja, Sky Guy, and Utah, I mean, these guys, man, they have humbled their first stage team, and this second team, you want to see something. Hopefully MTN behave. I mean, how does everything get to 3G immediately? Nigerian networks, I don't know, man. I just don't want to get I want to maintain this optimistic approach towards life, right? I just want to make sure that, okay, whatever is happening, you want to try and look at the bright side of things. Because the more you complain, the more you look at things, the more you might turn you into a bitter person if you're not careful. But yeah, that's what I want to maintain. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Okay, someone says El Cartel versus Astral PTSD. Oh my goodness, you guys are never done with this creativity. Okay, yeah, Astral El Cartels, and this is going to be the third games of the Defenders Challenge, guys. So far, we've seen Teiko win one game by DQ. We've seen Astral take one game by merit. We've seen El Cartels take one by merit as well. That's the match they played against Teiko. So, I mean, these teams just have one and they lose the next one. We have one, lose the next one. But can Astral has won one now? Can they win the next one? That's the big question here. Can they win the next one? But El Cartels here, now you can see the band there, making sure that they don't get that Xbox pick again. Xbox is a problematic pick. You don't want Xbox again. So yeah, Isaac says MTN turn you to a motivational speaker. Oh my goodness. You guys, in chat, see, you guys should leave me alone. Okay, let me concentrate on what I'm doing here. Yeah, someone says, I beg, drink most. Oh my guy, if you love me, chat me up. And you can always send me funds, let me buy mods. Then shop you outside. Okay, after when I'm done here. But then yeah, Xbox and Sicilian is still the bands, guys. Nothing new. This is what we saw in the last draft. I mean, if you want to keep these characters out of the game, that is going to ensure that your team has a contingency plan. Because in times like this, Astrals are the first pick. Don't forget, if you want to ban, you want to make sure you're not the first pick, and that ban can actually help your team. So in this case, they can actually go for the Xbox as the first pick. Meanwhile, they banned the Xbox. So you want to make sure you have something that works, as a contingency plan. But Cypher, first pick here, I doubt. I think he's just trying to beat out the CC, because Cypher is the gold laner for Astral. So him locking down the CC is probably for Thunderby. or probably Tonari is the mage, right? Probably for Shane. Probably for I think it's for Shane. But Ninja will go. We've been seeing a lot of Yuson Shin picks. Yuson Shin has rose in fame in the Nigerian server, if I do say so myself, because we don't get to see Yuson Shin all the time in the past, especially during the Mattis meta, during the the previous metas. We didn't get to see them, but then Uranus, no, Fight Hacker will go for that Bane. Still sticking with that Bane. We have seen a Bane done things before, and hopefully this is gonna be a different case scenario, especially El Cartel's Astral. This was the team that went against each other in the finals, guys. That was not a very good. That was not a very good. That was a very lengthy match, and we are seeing them come against each other again. El Cartel sent in their first 5 men. They lost. Now they are sending in their second 5 men. Let's see if there is a different case scenario this time around. Then Shin and Neotizi, they haven't locked down the pick. Lord Grimlex going with that Gato right and the high lows. It will actually be very crazy if they can go for a high lows. I feel like El Cartels will really make the most of the high lows. They lock down their look card. Okay, that's a weird this thing now. That's a weird ban. You don't get to see an Alucard all the time, but then I'm not underrating the ban, guys. Okay, Alucard can be very great if you have an Angela and if you know what you're doing, but then we don't get to see the ban all the time. Okay, now TZ here, Michael for that Lancelot. Lancelot is banned by El Cartel. Seems like they're really wary of the guy. They saw what he did to Reginald in the last game, and they want to make sure they keep things at bay. But then Utah and Conquest here, man, they've got options. Jusin is available. You can go for that. You don't have a mage yet. You could go for Jusin. You can go for a high lows tank. You can go for a high lows. You can go for a Bing junk, but they have a Yuson Shin, but they go for a Baxia. Okay, I see that they're trying to nerf the Gato. I like that. I like that move actually. That's actually a very good move. But then Neltizi and Shin, so far you have that advantage here. You can go for the Jusin, but you have a Yi, so you can't go for that Jusin yet. You can go for something else actually. Now TZ, there are other junglers that can work here. You can go for a Hayabusa. You can give Ninja a tough time with the Hayabusa. You can also give their marksman if they do go for a marksman, because it seems like the pattern here is to not go for a marksman. But then Hayabusa, it will be. I did predict that one, guys, didn't I? But then Shin will go for that Ruby. Ruby has been a very great pick so far. We have seen good and offended plays. We have seen good plays. But then Utah with the last pick. Utah, I mean, you've got a high loss available. You may not go for that, but then Jusin. Why not go for Jusin? Jusin would have been so good here. Utah, indecisive, Zetian or Jusin, but goes for the Zetian, and that will be the final draft, guys. Let's see if El Cartel's second set of 5 men can make the change, or let's see if Astrals will still remain undefeated on top. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Okay, we are losing connection. We lost connection again. Okay, I think we are back. I think everything is okay on that end. Yeah, sorry guys, I think the network kind of misbehaved, but it's okay now. Man, MTN want us to miss another match. Let me just check the stream on that end. 1 sec. Alright, yeah, don't worry. MTN. See, you guys should start praying. Start praying that MTN, MTN will not spoil this one, I beg. Okay? So yeah, it's a full-on regen at this point, because Ruby versus Uranus, Let's Dance versus Radiance. That's the passives there. So if you want to make sure you want to come out on top, it's gonna depend on who's got more outplays, who's got more game sense. But then we will just let me just zoom out the map real quick, guys. I think I'm starting to lose energy here. I think my voice has kind of coiled a little bit, but then it is normal. I have casted 2 games so far. Then marathon things, solo casting, but it's all good. Okay, yeah, we can start now. All right, locking. All right, Void Hacker starting out on the bottom, gold lane Bane. I'm not surprised. And Astra will respond with a CC gold lane as well. But then on the mid lane there, Utah, that's the poke already. He has that celestial armament. So you want to make sure that you make sure its uptime is 100%. That's the good thing about the Zetian. If you come close, it pushes you back. So that's a good thing there. You have that passive working for you. If you are Utah, you want to keep Lord Grimlex away from you by all means possible. But meanwhile, Conquest here contesting for this lethal against Lord Grimlex. Concussive Blast might get him that crypto there with the shield unity, but no, that lethal will go to Who takes it? Okay. Unbreakable here. Both of them. Who's the regen versus the anti-regen, and the regen will come out. Both of them with the revitalize. Yeah, that will be LTZ intruding on that fight and getting that kill there. Nothing too serious. Just a little skirmish up top on the lethal area. Conquest winning that one out thanks to a certain person getting in the way of that 1v1. But then Thundarby here, he's low. He has to regen. He has to go back to the base. But Nisha will fall an early game takedown. And that's another person going down on the side of El Cartels. Not a great start for them. Their first 5-man did lose it. And their second 5-man, well, not a great start for them. But then let's give them benefit of the doubt. They might be the answer. But Sky Guy here maintaining the stats of Radiance. And also Shin taking advantage of that Be Good. And just getting those mobilities in and Be Good as well, so that you can get those regen in. But then the first turtle has spawned, and it looks like Astrals might have this one in the bag. Meanwhile, NLTZ comes in, but then it doesn't have the quad shadows here. Maybe, yes, it does have the quad shadows. Sky Guy already almost half HP there, dives out with Transcendent Ward. Now the concentration to get away with that Shane there getting poked out, and that's the magic damage being dealt in. Lord Grimlex then Cypher diving in there with the CC Vengeance already committed. That flickers in with the 2-man. I'm offended. Lord Grimlex getting the kill onto Utah. They're chasing him out. Astral, Lord Grimlex with the double, but the real world manipulation comes in with the mobilization, and that's the poke out there. Lord Grimlex gets a triple with the Kato AOG, but touchdown. Flickers out. The crowd block cannon. Rico checks it and said, "No, thank you, sir." Rico checks the crowd block cannon and takes him out, shuts him down, and that's Lord Grimlegs. He's gonna have to settle for the triple on that turtle area. Mind you, guys, the turtle was not taken, right? All that fight, the turtle was not taken, guys. That was crazy. That was absolutely insane. Lord Grimlegs now coming in, might just looking for another triple there. Triskex on the blood force as well, but then Celestial Armament still available for Utah. So then Unbreakable continuing more, bringing him back, but then Sky Guy preserving the stacks of Radiance there with the Ionic Edge. The Transcendent Ward is available as well as the Consecration, so he's got enough stacks to play with, so he can actually afford to cut the lanes like he did. But then hopefully, you don't want to overdo that though. You're not invincible via Uranus. But down bottom, I can see Conquest rotating down bottom here, but has to trying to cut the lanes, maybe trying to cut the lanes. But no, the shield unity comes out. It's trying to support Void Hacker here. And meanwhile, up top is where we should be, where the camera should be. Lord Grimlex coming in here, maybe with the Unbreakable Quad Shadows coming in with Sky Guy, translated more defensively, Consecration to get away. But that's him now coming in with the poking with the Ionic Edge. Meanwhile, down bottom, El Cartel will pull off their own 3-man gang. Cutting the lanes here. Cypher in the midst of it all. Mountain Shaper comes out. Nisha now taking out the gold on the tier 1 of the EX play, on the gold lane rather. But then Tristan's coming in. Oh, no, it's easy. Caught in the midst of it all. Now AOG will miss Conquest. Not willing to commit onto Lord Grimlex. That's the thing about the Hayabusa. If you're Nedotizi, you want to make sure your reaction times are very fast. But meanwhile, Void Hacker cutting the lanes here onto the back. Shark bite onto the minion waves to clear the minion waves. Lord Grimlex diving in with the Unbreakable Cypher, so supporting him with the Yo-Yo place, but the Tortoise Poisons comes out to nerf those healings there. But then that's the Fury of the Phoenix coming down. They're trying to get out, but reward manipulation onto Conquest. Tortoise Poisons does not save him. Thundarby, he gets the kill, but that's more. The shadow kill from the LCZ. He picks up Void Hacker. Now, Utah, you're low. Utah, the Celestial Armament from Utah does not save him. Thundarby will get that kill. And MTN, behave. Hi, MTN. Kai. MTN has started. Can you just imagine, guys? But then that's a dive in. Lord Grimlex with the Unbreakable there. Traceless using the control immunity. But Ninja, Blood Floors as well. And they're trying to take out the minion, the tier 1. They have taken it out, guys. But then gets caught in a dangerous position there. Consecration taunting with the Unbreakable there. Conquest coming in support side. Sky Guy. Ionic Edge. The AOG will take him out. Lord Grimlex takes the kill. Tortoise Poisons comes in. But then Celestial Armament still on Utah. Trying to get away. But no, he cannot. Lord Grimlex, there's a limit to how much Unbreakable can regen you. There's a limit to how much it can. So Lord Grimlex really needs to understand that limit and maybe not go for a 1v3 next time. I know you can do it if you're the Gato, right? But then at some point, if it's not necessary, it's not necessary. So far the turtle has still not been taken. Okay, Both teams really thawing it out, but then that's the Tristan that dives in. Now TC, we almost with the outplay on the quad shadows, but Utah is fast enough. Meanwhile, Conquest 1v3 onto the mid lane here, trying to prevent that mid lane from being pushed, and that El Cartels onto the turtle here. Maybe they might be able to take it, but Sky Guy poking out Cypher here. Utah Shin comes in to support, but maybe Yo-Yo Blaze poking out Cypher. I mean, it's pretty rough for both teams, but then that's the Donron Wolf King, and the turtle will be taken by Ninja. El Cartel gets that turtle in, but it's a very impressive one so far. El Cartel's holding that lead, but the real one manipulation comes in. LTZ picks up a kill, and that's a 2-man of offense. The Celestial Armament is down, and that's Ninja taking one. The total it is. Void Hacker going down, Utah going down. Sky Guy down to be sorry, I'll break him, touching him up, but then that's Yo-Yo Blaze getting poked out. Ionic Edge with the second one. AOG comes in, holds him up, takes him off. Sky Guy with the Ionic Edge. Sky Guy able to get away in a 1v3 situation. That is the beauty of the Radiance, guys. That is the beauty of Uranus. That is what a Uranus can do. Comfortably get out of a 1v3 situation despite everything going out. But then yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy so far. But then Sky Guy dives in, translated one. Okay, Unbreakable comes in again. And okay, Steel Bones, Tortoise Poissons from Conquest. He's trying to stop those healings. I mean, they have a lot of regen now. Quad Shadows comes in, now TZ trying to get away with the Fury of the Phoenix, immobilization. For that kind of Destiny Card comes in there with the referentialized Ninja. He will get one. For that kind of fight, a double real manipulation comes in. El Cartel that trying to hold him for the turret. Will take Ninja down, and Don Darby shuts him down. It's a 1-4-4 in favor of El Cartels. They brought another 5-man in, and it looks like this might be the answer for that loss for them. Now the shield unity there, Brown bounce to get away. Cypher will play it safe on the mid lane, and then as Squad Shadows comes in, Sky Guy in the midst of it all dives out with the transcendent war, maybe the answer, but no. Ionic Edge, consecration already used to get away there. Buoyant Bounce, cutting call from Cypher to deal more damage, but Sky Guy just keep regenerating it back. I mean, you hit him, he regenerates double the amount, and it's crazy, guys. It really is. But then Conquest here in the midst of 1v2, he has to play it safe. They have that advantage. You don't want to throw it away, especially when that load is available. But meanwhile, down bottom, you can see Sky Guy getting a bit overconfident here in LTZ. He has that Quad Shadows. He might use it for the outplay. Yes, he does. Get away. Cypher now poking up with the Yo-Yo Blitz. And yeah. It's really an impressive play. And then so far, Conquest up top, trying to zone them out with Sky Guy, but dives in with Transcendent War. Don Darby getting pressured here. Don Darby, but then that's the dive in with the Steel Bones on Criminals with the AOG. Catches no one, but that's the stun. The Fury of the Phoenix comes in. Volaka finds him. That's one with the Cracklock Cannon. Sky Guy dives in with the Transcendent War, but up top, Nisha finds Cypher. And that is Conquest getting a good defense of Utah in. And I mean, the Shield Unity comes in as well. So far, LTZ trying to get away from the Shield Unity, but Conquest is fast enough there. Doesn't have the Quad Shadows here. LTZ in the midst of it all. LTZ, this might be it. Yes, it is. Void Hacker put him in his place with the Crabclaw Cannon. Meanwhile, Shin trying to defend the purple buff. But can he? That's a big question. Void Hacker there. Shin will dive in. Conquest and Void Hacker, they are really determined to take this one in, but the deadly catch there, and the 2-man be good. 2-man of offender with a real one manipulation follow-up, and now Astral has more to say for that invade. That will take one down, but that's the flicker out from Shin. Consecration from Sky Guy there, but to defend and to get away as well. But Grimlex now with the AOG catches one. That's gonna be one. So let's start pushing him back, but that's not gonna stop the Steel Bones. But Grimlex takes that kill. It's a 1-4-3 in favor of Astrals. The Lord has spawned, and the Lord is also approaching from the mid lane. And guys, if you're El Cartel, you want to stop these skirmishes, right? But then down bottom, I see Ninja, very low cutting call, will take him out, and the Yo-Yo Blitz as well. Cypher getting that kill in, and they're able to defend successfully, guys. Okay, yeah, back to what I was saying. If you're El Cartels, you want to make sure that you are not playing unnecessarily. You want to make sure that you're not doing unnecessarily. Because there's a reason why I'm saying this, right? El Cartels has the gold lead right now, but it's such a slim lead they have the kill lead. Astral has the kill lead, right? So any point in time, Astral can take back that gold lead and can also take back that threat lead. So if you're El Cartels, you want to be careful. I know you want to take revenge, but then you want to be careful as well. But then it's the Steel Bones versus the Radiance here, guys. It's a 1v1 Sky Guy versus Lord Grimlex on that tier 2 there. But then LTZ comes with the quad shadows as well, trying to go for the shadow kill. But then the shadow kill is not being used just yet. Now TZ holding out with Hacker now. Cypher, the Crab Claw Cannon, trying to ricochet it onto the minion waves, but only the Shark Bite will connect there. Now TZ now comes in with the shadows onto 4, but that's gonna be the shadow kill. Comes in the AOG as well, but again the Fury of the Phoenix comes in from Utah, and that's the revival. That's the Steel Bones trying to dive in to get more, but Range Shane is gonna get more. I'm opponent pulls one back, but that's gonna be the escape from Utah. But can he get away? That's gonna be a big question. Reward manipulation comes in. Sky Guy in the midst of it all, but Cypher puts him in his place. Meanwhile, Utah trying to escape, trying to get away, and yes, he does at the cost of the Celestial Armament. Now, Utah doesn't have that passive, right? He doesn't have that passive, so he needs to be very careful and not let Cypher get close to him. That's not going to use, that's not going to be very nice. But yeah, so far so good. Astra has the lead, and they have taken that kill lead, guys. But then that gold lead, El Cartels are maintaining a solid hold on it, and I like that so far, right? If you have the kill lead, I'll have the gold lead. That's what both teams are telling each other right now. And so far, Astral doing so well. It looks like they really want to preserve their streak, guys. It looks like they really want to preserve it. But then that's Conquest. So far, I mean, the man has been doing well with those anti-regens. The Tortoise Poisons, the Backtail Mark has been effective in the game so far, as well as the other side, Lord Grimlex. The Steel Bones has been doing a lot of work, a lot of carrying, but then there's a limit to how much a Gato can do. He needs support from his teammates, but then that's him trying to zone them out. Astral needs to take this Lord. That's a dive, transcending world defensively away from that mid lane push. But meanwhile, up top, that's a quad shadows from LTZ. Perhaps an early poke, but then that's a resource being committed before the Lord dance starts. Ninja taking out the orange buff. Now the Lord dance will come in, but then that's for Haka there with the Bane. Gets away, flickers out. A flicker already committed. Now Conquest of the Tortoise Poisons. Early usage just before the Lord dance will start. Already resources being used by the side of El Cartels, rather. The side of El Cartels. I mean, it's not a good start, it's not a good look, but then Tortoise Poisons, you run out. Now TZ takes out Utah in the back. It's a very brilliant one. But meanwhile, for Haka trying to come in here, now to go for more, but can they? That's the big question. So Darby will fall, and they're trying to go for the cleanup here. Can they? Yes, they can. Ninja Conquest will fall. Cypher gets a double, and that Sky Guy to be something all 1v4. Now TZ, now consecration with that mobility. But Astral are more focused on the Lord here. They want to take out this Lord. Sky Guy they couldn't be less bothered about him. But meanwhile, Cypher, Shin trying to zone him out. Cypher as well trying to zone out with Haka. The Crab Claw Cannon will miss. And Cypher and Shin zoning out. Big good. Don't run Wolfkin with the stun. Fury of the Phoenix comes in. Now TC already takes the Lord. So that was not a good. Utah was trying to go for the steal. And unfortunately, he actually couldn't go for that steal there. But so far so good. Now, Cypher holding it out now. The Lord will approach in favor of Astrals. And yes, guys, they have taken back that kill lead. That's crazy. They have taken the gold lead, rather. They have taken back that gold lead. And you can tell Astral really want to maintain their streak. But yeah, Lord Grimlex. I mean, Lord Grimlex, man. The man has been the man. The man has been the man. Like I will repeat myself. Because that Gato, man, just going to... I might actually have to go soon. Hopefully we can get to see the end of this game before it all concludes. But then that's the deadly catch from the other side. 3 members down. We didn't see that team fight, but we can see that numbers were lost on the side of Astrals, and they weren't able to get that push in. Well, not a good look for them. Not a good look for them. Excuse me, guys. Let me just plug in my phone real quick. My phone is actually pretty low. Tortoise Poisons there from Conquest. They are moving to pull him back. And my goodness. That was Conquest getting low. That was a very risky move to make. But then LTZ, I mean, if you're Hayabusa, you want to make sure you are very careful with those quad shadows. You want to make sure you have fast hands. You want to make sure you have fast hands, guys. You want to make sure you have fast hands. Excuse me, guys. Let me just get something real quick. Yeah, once again, let me just get my code. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, we're back, guys. We are back, and I don't know how is the stream on you guys' end. I just had to plug my stuff so far. So yeah, we are back. We are back, and let me just switch the camera back there. Oh my goodness. Okay, flickers in there with the deadly catch, and Utah flickers in and finishes the job, and it looks like El Cartels. This might be it for the side of Astrals, and their streak will be broken, and El Cartels will reset the streak once more, and Astral will be booted out of the Defenders game. Guys, that was an interesting play, and I'm sorry we didn't get to see that part thanks to MTN, but yeah, El Cartels, now they have one in their favor. Astrals, they had one, they couldn't preserve their streak, and yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That's it. Okay. I'm just gonna wait for the next match while I set things up here. Okay. So someone says, MJ says, stream is, holy shit! I just saw the stream numbers. 98 people. What? What? I think that's the highest number I've seen so far. That's crazy, man. 76. I mean, you guys are actually giving me joy right now. But then, yeah, someone says, and he's back. Yeah. I did step out to get something. Okay, someone says, can't be like I really understand much of that commentary. That's the beauty of commentary, guys. That's what commentary can do. You know, it can really make the match fun. It can make the match engaging. And someone says, most need to nerf Bane. Bane is so OP. Like, if you know how to play Bane, you can be very, very OP. Now, El Cartels, they have one in their favor. Hopefully, they can maintain. Hopefully, they have put it out Astral. Astral is actually one person that can give them a run for their money. I don't know, man. I don't. It's difficult to see a team that can actually give El Cartel a run for their money aside Astra. Maybe Rasha Rules, but they have been booted out too. So the two strong teams have been booted out. Right now, El Cartels might just get a straight win to victory here, or maybe another team that comes in might give them an issue. But then I am in the lobby, MG. I'm in the lobby already. So yeah. Yeah, Bane is actually very crazy in close space. That's the beauty of the shark bite. You know, I think Bane is the only person that can stack his passive twice, and his passive is actually like offensive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Bane is actually the one person that can stand that. Oh my, Bane's shark bite is the damage scaling on that is insane. Okay, let me just tell MG I'm here. Okay, so someone says I pity people who want to play against Shinigami. Well, let me just check my this thing. Yeah. Let me tell Nepal I'm casting. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm having some network. Yeah. Okay. So passive if you go 3 times if you time and well. Yes, that's true. You can actually use Bane passive tries. Excuse me, guys. Let me just check out the stream is on this end, on my end, so I don't know what to adjust before the next game starts. Okay, everything is okay now. All right, so Elka, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying. Cretan, that's what I was saying. El Cartels, I don't really see anyone that can actually like give them a run for their money, because the teams that can give them a run for their money are done. And unless Shinigami is going to come in, okay, Crimson Era, my goodness, they are the ones coming in now. Ha! Crimson Era. Oh more, Jesus. MJ people. Guys, let me just take a break, okay? I need to rest a bit. Okay? You guys should just give me some sec. Let me just revitalize myself. Okay, so I don't actually know what happened. Let me just check the chat real quick. Yeah. They forfeited, guys. They forfeited. Well, I don't know. I let me just check what happened. The reason why they actually forfeited, guys. Let me see. Oh, they don't have their room. Yeah. Crimson Era forfeited, guys. Well, I'm trying my best not to think about it, but yeah, more time for me to rest. More time for me to rest. So, who is going to stand against El Cartels? Who will challenge them? That's the big question here. Who will challenge them? Who will challenge them? They did not surrender, they forfeited. There's a difference between forfeiting and surrender. Surrender is when you accept defeat. Forfeiting is you not willing to compete or contest. Yeah, there's a very clear difference there. But yeah, so they basically did not even want to contest here. They basically just said, all right, look, we're not even gonna go start the match at all. It's not as if they didn't have numbers. They did have numbers. They just said they forfeited. And Dark Star is going to be the next. Yeah, I'm waiting for the translation on that. I'm waiting for the translation. MJ, if you are in the stream right now, please let us know. Does Crimson Era forfeiting means El Cartel has 2 points now to themselves? Does Crimson Era forfeiting means that El Cartel has 2 points? I need to know. MJ, please clarify me for that. If you are here with us. Okay, let's know. MJ hasn't said anything yet, so we're gonna have to wait for the translation on that, so that I can announce it. Okay. So let me know, because it seems like El Cartels. Okay, so someone says so Cartel advance. I'm actually waiting for information, guys. I'm waiting for MJ to communicate with me to let me know what's going on, because we haven't actually seen a forfeiting. We have only seen a disqualification by lateness, which the point went to the opponent team and the ref announced it. So usually the ref is supposed to translate this to us. Ronwa is supposed to translate this and let us know what's going on. But Ronwa hasn't said anything. MG hasn't said anything either. Okay, so someone says, let's proceed to the next game while we wait for MG analysis. Yeah. Okay, MJ just confirmed it, guys. MJ just confirmed it. El Cartel has 2 points now. So El Cartel now 2. 1 by merit, 1 by CRIs for feature. So yeah, El Cartel just need to win 3 more and they've won the defenders game. And that's it. The next opponent is going to be Dark Stars. So yeah, while we wait for them to set up the lobby, I'll rest a bit. Okay. And now slouch. Let's get straight into it, guys. So, El Cartels, let me bring you guys up to speed. If you're just tuning into the stream right now, welcome to the stream. This is the Defenders game, sponsored and owned managed by ML Hub, guys. I am your caster, Blakk Manta, and this is El Cartels versus Dark Stars. Bringing you back to speed, let's look at things in retrospect now. So, initially we started out with Teco, right? Teco had a win by DQ. They won a game by DQ. They had a point. They got defeated. Rashagoos had a point. Rashagoos got defeated by Astrals. Astrals got defeated by El Cartels. El Cartels won one by merit, won another by forfeiture. Crimson Era forfeited the game. Now El Cartels has 2 points, and now El Cartels are fighting against Dark Stars. If they do win this one, they're going to be on the 3rd point. That's about that for previously on Defenders game organized by ML Hub, guys. So yeah, so far the bans are looking good. A Kalia ban and the 1-1 ban is very valid. Uranus ban is very, very valid. Venom, I mean, he has options to ban. You can ban a Gato. You can ban Lord Grimlix was an absolute menace with the Gato. But no, their praise are from Los Pecados. That's who he takes down. And Void Hacker here, he has options. He can take down someone. He can't take down someone. I mean, you are the first pick. You have options here. You could go for something really good. You could go for something really good. Gato is in banned. Sicilian is available. Xbox is available. But no, CC is locked down. And Sky Guy will get that one. Leaving behind Uranus, because the Uranus has been banned by Dark Stars. They watch the stream. They know what Sky Guy can do with that pick. But yeah, guys, that is a very impressive game. So someone says rooting for Dark Stars can at least rooting for Dark Stars, other squads can at least pay. Honestly, let's just hope it's a best of one, right? Every game is a best of one. So if you can win 5 in a row, you're the defender champs. So yeah, let's see how it goes. This could potentially go on, but I have my limits. So when I get tired, guys, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go home and go and get some rest. You guys are gonna have to make do with it. But then this is the first game for today. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Void Hacker here with the Sunshin. Mind you, I think this is the 3rd Sunshin pick we have seen throughout today, guys. I think this is the 3rd Sunshin pick. I don't think we've seen any other Sunshin, and I don't think we've seen that many, like the number of times they've picked Sunshin. I think it's only Sunshin that has had that frequency in this Defenders game. So it says Critin says nobody knows how to ban CC. Oh my goodness. Well, Sky Guy logs down the CC, and I would reply you with that question you asked. Nobody knows how to ban Bane, because Destruction will now go for Bane, and Lidox has Gato and Hylos to ban, Jusin to ban, he has Xborg to ban, but it looks like Lidox might have some other things in common, or other things in mind rather. But yeah, just holding in line, just holding. Lidox, just waiting. Irritel will go down. Irritel is actually a menace. I will say the truth. Irritel is a menace in the gold lane. But mind you, we have not seen a proper gold laner being picked. I think Don Dipsy might go for a Kini mid lane in this situation here. They might go for a Bane gold lane, because that's kind of like the pattern in this situation here. And yeah, someone says RIP Marksman. Yeah, RIP Marksman. RIP Marksman. But then CC gold lane, CC Bane gold lane is something we've been seeing. We saw it in the last game. We saw Bane in the last 2 games. It's not new anymore. It's like a norm at this point. But Venom, okay, holding a line. Xborg pick. Lidox can ban the Xborg, but he says no. Why would I ban something when I can go for it? And that's gonna be the man. Cheesy here. The Lancelot is not banned. Why not go for it? Cheesy, I mean, Lancelot is pretty good. You've got Conquest there to protect you. Cheesy, they've banned the Frederick because of him. Obviously, the Cheesy Fred. I feel like a Lancelot would be better than a Granger though. But then if you have a Hylos, you can actually comfortably go with a Marksman Jungle, and you would not have a lot of issues. Okay, Bruno Jungle. Okay, my goodness. Okay, they have a jungler already, so there's no need for him to go for a jungler. Venom here will come in, and he's the jungler, so maybe a Fanny. We haven't seen a Fanny since the Defenders game started. Fanny has been the hero with 0 picks and 0 ban rate, so you can go for a Fanny. But yeah, Dark Stars actually have a very good draft so far. But then don't underestimate El Cartel. They do have a meta pick in their favor. Utah is using the Sicilian, and Venom now goes for the Alpha instead. The Mecha King is back in this show. And yeah, Cheesy will swap with Void Hacker here, going for the Sunshine, and Void Hacker going with the Ruby, and that concludes the drafts, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think El Cartel has the better draft, or do you think Dark Stars has the better draft? And who do you think is going to take it out? El Cartels, I'm sure everyone is inclining towards their favor, and I'm sure everyone is inclining towards Dark Stars' favor as well. But guys, let me know what you think has the better draft, and we'll get straight into the game. Let me just take a break here. Okay, yeah. I am back, guys. Okay, so someone says I'm feeling Dark Stars draft more. Yeah, Dark Stars do have good draft. Let me just zoom out the map here, guys. 1 second. Yeah, that should be enough for me. Okay, so I need to go offline because they're actually chatting. They're tagging me in chats right now, and I can't actually respond to chats because I'm casting. But then, yeah, Don Deepsea helping out. It's a three players helping out the jungler here. I like the fact that they want Venom to get his farm up. I like that. But then Utah holding it out at this point. He's just chilling out, just farming out the mid lane. Nothing too serious. Batting back onto the minion waves. Just an early skirmish on both sides. Meanwhile, down bottom, Lidox here. He's not going for that immortality as a first pick. If I was playing the Xbox, okay, poking out here, wanted to take out the Faraga armor Sky Guy. That's the beauty of the CC. Now the Faraga armor has been lost by Lidox, and so far he has the advantage now. Lidox is gonna want to play safe in that EX playing there. He's not gonna want to overextend because now he's exposed. But then that's Brian bounce onto 2 minions. There's Sky Guy with the Euro Blitz. But Lidox is good. He knows how to use the turret as a safety hold for him against Sky Guy. CC has the early game poke and peel, and that's what Sky Guy is really making the most out of. Meanwhile, up top, you can see the positioning of Conquest here, supporting Cheesy and Void. Haka now, Cheesy almost on level 4, almost having the Mountain Shaker, but now with the Blood Floss, as well as the Traceless onto the creep there to take it out and farm. That's one thing you should do as a jungler. Farm early. And so far, Conquest holding in line, just waiting. Okay, position already given out now with the Ring of Punishment. As the stun comes in, Void Hacker a bit late to the follow-up there. Big goal, but the Traceless will miss. Flickers out Destruction with the reaction time. Meanwhile, down bottom, Lidox, Boyan bounce away. Sky Guy will get away, and the turtle has been spawned. Venom already there with the General Kai. Now Unbreakable with Nilai. Bro, fast, and that will get him the first blood. Venom taking it out. Now battle back with Sagwan Claws, gets him in. Revitalized from General Kai to bring back to HP. Venom trying to get away. Already low on HP. Rotary Impact connecting. Unbreakable. Conquest Force. Lidox picks up the kill, and Utah will be able to escape. Meanwhile, Venom with his Spell Rapper again. Sagwan Claws with a battle impact takes him out. I feel like Venom shouldn't have committed there. Because you already low, right? You can't do anything. Just go out, guy. And then Sangwan Claus puts it back, bat impact as well. But Sky Guy steals the kill from Utah, and that will give a free turtle to the side of El Cartels. El Cartels already showing early game dominance, and it's nothing surprising, right? The kills might be tied, but then the gold lead is still in favor of Dark Stars, guys. Don't forget. Meanwhile, up top, Destruction taking advantage of the absence of Void Hacker and taking out that gold on the tier 1 of the EX play. Meanwhile, up top, Conquest here, zoning them out, zoning General Kai out, stones in, Ring of Punishment. Meanwhile, already taking out the orange buff, the purple buff rather, now Mountain Shaker to reveal the positions, Heavenly Vow to grant that mobility, but then Glorious Pathway from Conquest, but that's gonna be a wasted Glorious Pathway. Meanwhile, Venom returning the favor, taking out the orange buff, the purple buff from Cheesy, but then that's gonna be the lethal again, taken by him there. Venom now coming up top to the EXP lane. Maybe might be an engagement here. General Kai and Destruction now with Ale as well. And that Sky Guy here poking out Lidox, doing what a CC should. But meanwhile, up top, we have seen a stun, we have seen a knock up. But then the Crab Claw Cannon getting pushed back there. Might be pulled in with the ammo offended. Yes, he does. And the Revitalize does not save him. And General Kai will bite the dust there. And Destruction now left alone to fend for himself. That's a cutting conquest there. They're trying to cut the lanes here. Okay, deadly catch there from Voidaka. Shark Bite will get one. But that's him missing the turret there. Taking a lot of damage. Traceless with a blood flow. But Destruction using the Ale to revitalize Conquest. Taking a lot of damage. But the Revitalize will save Conquest. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Venom. They're trying to take out the gold here on the mid lane. They're trying to open up the map. Okay, MTN. Nice one. MTN has done what they can. Okay guys, we are back. MTN traction pulse will miss, but then that's the anti-gravity thruster. But then the cutting call onto 2 Venom with the Spirit of Alpha defensively away. But meanwhile, on the other side, they're not willing to let them go. Sanguine Claws, but General Kai will pay the price. I get it, okay? I get it. You want to be Lord Grimlicks, but then calm down, okay? Calm down. Lord, someone tell Gato should calm down, please. General Kai, you're doing well. But then I feel like he should make more calculated moves there rather than just diving straight in and stuff. But then Boyan Bounce, okay, Yo-Yo Blitz. Lidox still has not bought the immortality. If you are Lidox, you want to buy that immortality because I mean the poke and peel from Sky Guy is getting a bit too much. But then Venom now, Spirit of Alpha catches him there. Of course, with the force swing and the rotary impact, but I'm offended. Be good! And let's dance with a flicker. He will get away. Void Hacker. He knows how to outplay and outmaneuver 1v2 situations. And he does it with so much finesse. But then that's the storm with the ring of punishment. Somewhere across onto 2. AOG comes in with the technical. Venom wins the retro battle. But the last insanity comes in. Lidos will find Conquest. But that's one taken down. They don't really let him go. Run for impact with the Spirit of Alpha. General Kai dives with the Unbreakable. GC traceless to get out. And that's going to be one pulled in with them. Offended General Kai again. Utah. You pick him up. And that's a 1-for-2 trade in favor of Dark Stars. And for once, they will find their footing in this game. My goodness, they have shown that there's more where that came from. But then, okay, Spirit of Alpha will miss. And that's the first swing. Rotary impact, rather. Venom cutting the lanes here, giving Conquest. But then that's a 1v2. He doesn't have the Spirit of Alpha here. So he has to make sure he gets out of there. But meanwhile, up top, Deadly Catch, the glorious pathway. That's a wrong way to follow Venom. Why did you not just take where you came through? Okay. He definitely made a mistake there with the Sanguine Claws, but then down bottom on the EXP lane, you can see Lidox really struggling here. Sky Guy really peeling aggressively. Meanwhile, Don Deep Sea with the anti-gravity thrust to get away. Traction Pulse pulls up one. Conquest. Sanguine Claws brings it back. Cheesy with the Traceless. That's the Bat Feast. Trying to get away. Utah gets some blitz. General Kai. AOG defensively. Traceless again with the blood flood, but that's the turret with the Unbreakable Steel Bones. Batting back, able to take him away. Destruction with a deadly catch. But Utah is quick enough to get away from that. And meanwhile, up top with Haka taking out the EX, the tier 1 on the gold lane. Sky Guy cutting the lanes now. And just making sure he cuts the lanes and take out those minions. But if cutting the lanes was his goal, then he's pretty late to it actually. Because the minion waves have already surfaced. And yeah. But then Sky Guy now with the Yo-Yo Blitz. Okay, Sanguine Claws will miss. Lidox still has not bought the immortality. And I'm starting to wonder what his own signature item is. But Cheesy here. Now moving down bottom. Okay, Venom might engage here. No rotary impact to slow them down. But Lidox, him and Lidox will find safety in the turrets. And you can tell El Cartel's just zoning them out. Just zoning them out from this turtle here. But that's Lidox almost losing the Firaga armor. Last insanity defensively. Should I engage? Should I disengage? But just have immortality here. Lost pathway. Will stop Venom in the track. Spirit of Alpha trying to get away. But no, the wall stops it. And that's destruction for the pull back. Sanguine comes onto 2. Deadly Kai to counter for destruction falls. AOG from General Kai. In the midst of it all. 1v3. Steel Bones sometimes some damage for Utah. He gets the double. And shows why Sicilian is still in the meta. No matter what, guys. That's crazy, man. El Cartels, they have the advantage, man. They have the advantage here. They've taken that gold lead, they've taken that kill lead, and they've taken the wave lead, guys. They have the advantage right now. Sanguine Claws now, anti-gravity thrust, not enough. Traction balls! The bad impact gets him first. Don Deep Sea, he's not fast enough for the anti-gravity thrust. He will come in now with Haka as well, up top in the mid lane. So far, so good. El Cartels making sure they don't overdo things. Making sure they just engage where necessary to take a turret or to start a team fight or to take an objective. That's one thing about team fights, guys. Your team fight should be centered, should have a point. You can't just engage unnecessarily. But then so far, yeah, So far, actually, Dark Stars had a great run in the early game. They actually tried to match up things, but now you can tell they're starting to fall off here. 5k gold lead on the side of El Cartels, and that's Sky Guy now poking out aggressively. That's the invade from the side of El Cartels, but Dark Stars, they're quick to take out that buff. Lidox takes it, the Lord has spawned, and for that guy here, Conquest, just making sure not that's pulling there. William offended. Venom, of course, their target there. Of course, the jungler. William offended, but Sky Guy steals the kill with Yo-Yo Blitz. They're going for more. General Kai is next in the chopping block, but the last insanity comes in from Lidox. Might be the third, but this is the safety of the turret is not going to save you, Lidox. You are the next one, and it will go down. Cheesy picks up a double with a traceless. That gives them the clear to take the Lord in an uncontested manner. Well, if you're El Cartels, you don't want to keep this game going. You just want to end things and get to the next game. You want to get that third point. But guys, I mean, it has been a very interesting play El Cartel has shown us so far. They have not. It's not a single one-sided beatdown. We saw in the early game that Dark Stars did put up a fight in the early games, but at some point, El Cartel just know how to mow them down. But then Sky Guy now, okay, it looks like that's maybe a Pincer. Venom in the midst of it all, 1v2, 1v3, but then losing HP here, not able to use the Spear of Alpha actually. Goes down now, destruction up top. You can tell the man is really trying to keep his distance, but as the insanity comes in, let us find Sky Guy, that's one down. But now in the midst of it all, will go down. And mind you, Lidox still has not bought immortality. Okay, now I'm really starting to question this X-Bug. I'm really starting to question his build. Okay, but then the tier 2 on the turret has been taken out, and so far so good. El Cartels maintaining their hold on this lead, but that's them offended. Pulls destruction outside while Klaus pushing back, but impact not able to take him down. Cheesy finishes the job instead with a traceless. And that's more where that came from. But Haka just spamming the recalls here. But the Lord will approach from the top lane. And that's distraction pause. The AOG comes in as well. Finally getting an AOG in General Kai. But that's with Haka biting the dust, paying the price for that overextension. General Kai now batting back. Didn't love damage as well as the bad feast. Utah, the magic damage and the overflowing stacks is now increased. Someone close will miss. Batting back connects though. The minion waves now pushing against Dark Stars. They've got to answer now. Now the anti-gravity tries to get away from the Sanguine Cross if that comes in, but the Gross Pathway comes in as well. Oh, AOG! But that's going to be cancelled. Drone of Punishment, Cheesy finds Venom in the back. But that's not enough. They're going to try to defend Dark Stars. It looks like they might have more to say for this one. Meanwhile, Cheesy takes out the tier 1 on the inhibitor on the top lane. But so far, the minions are still pushing against them. It's not looking good. It looks like this might be it. But then El Cartels, they're quick, their attraction pulse, they will dodge that with traceless. Meanwhile, ill from destruction. Jeez, with the blood frost takes him out, and that's one. Maybe another. Now, Purify already used AOG, finds one in. Conquest piece of it all unbreakable, but the party back from Utah will put him in his place. And that's the minion waves now in the favor of the Cartel. Oh, two man, I'm offended from Moidaka. But Venom now is up defensively, but Utah picks him up before he could get into the safety of the turret. And El Cartels, they keep styling on everything that comes against them. That is going to be the third win in a row for El Cartels, the defenders game. Who can stand up against them and break that streak? Wow. Interesting plays. I gotta come on and say that though. Interesting plays, guys. Interesting plays. That's a third win now. Third win for El Cartels. 2 more and they're defenders champs. Okay. That's it, guys. I will take a break now. Okay, so guys, yeah, this is gonna be the last game for tonight, right? I have something something to attend to. So yeah, this is gonna be the last game for tonight. Mind you, this has been 3 hours game, guys. We actually no, not 3 hours, just I think 2 hours 30 minutes. So because we started 6:40, I went live 6:30, then it's currently 8:43, close to 9. So yeah, so you guys, this is gonna be the last game, and well, to create suspense, if El Cartel wins against Oasis, it's gonna be 4-0. So we're gonna see who breaks their streak, or if El Cartels are going to be the winners. Because right now they have 3 wins back to back in a row. So if Oasis lose to them, right? I don't know, man. Okay, I can see the size: Vern, Smile, Yawi, Daiki, and Nasty. Is that Nasty? Yeah, that's Nasty. Okay, yeah. So he said, Ryo says, "Wait, I don't do warm up." By the way, Ryo, let me engage you. What squad do you play for, or what squad do you belong to? Let me engage you. Let me engage you. Okay, while the draft pick is going on. Okay, so they've locked down the Yisun Shin. I think that ban is well deserved at this point, because to be fair, they have used this pick like so much that I myself I can't even complain, because this ban was so worth it. So many people have used it, and you want to prevent Cheesy from using that Fredrin. Ban the Fredrin. Oasis should just ban the Fredrin. That would just be the best thing they've done this evening to give themselves more chance. But and the CC too, yeah, CC ban, yeah, that's a very valid ban too. But Conquest now, they have the Fredrin available. Cheesy can go for that. They have the Bane available. There's no Bane ban. Cretin, there's no Bane ban, but Cheesy will go for the Lancelot instead. The Lancelot is not locked down, so yeah. Vent and Smile, so far a very brilliant move, move by Cheesy. Lancelot is a very good jungler. if you know what you're doing, if you know how to use him, right? Okay, so Vans here and Smile, man, these players, man, they have very good runs. But then that's nasty here with the Sicilian stealing it away from Utah. I feel like they could have gone for that because Utah did so well with the Sicilian in the last game. And the Bane, of course. Bane being the Bane. Looks like these guys might be the ones to give El Cartel a run for their money. But let's see. We never know until the game eventually ends. With Haka here, leaving behind the Ruby and finally going for a proper good laner. Maybe a proper good laner. I might be jinxing it though. It's a bit indecisive though. Sky Guy as well. The Uranus is available, of course. He goes for the Uranus, of course. I mean, I basically just called that one out at that point. And Voidaka goes for the Kimi. That's definitely a Kimi gold lane, like a Kimi mid lane rather. Yawi just waiting in line. It's the next in turn to pick. A Hylos Gato is available. Both of them could go. You could go for a Hylos Gato, Hylos Rome, Gato EXP. You could do that. You could do a Bane good lane. You can still make it work. Yes, Hylos and Gato. You can have both of them in team. But then let's see what Yawi goes for. The Playmaker. Okay, Johnson. That's new. No, it's a glue, I fear. Because I know Johnson, you don't get to see a Johnson so often. Johnson is actually very, very rare. Actually, very, very rare pick to see. But then Smile here and Daiki, I mean, they are doing their best. They are doing what they can. But in situations like this, you have to make a decision that you know very well that it's not going to be detrimental to your team in the long run. Because the Gato and the Hylos is available. They locked down the Angela. Okay. Maybe they were thinking they were going to go for an Angela. I mean, that's going to be too much regen. Conquest banning the Fredrin is slightly counterproductive because usually you'd think Cheesy would go for the Fredrin, but Conquest is actually the one that is banning the Fredrin for. Okay, maybe he thought maybe they would go for a Fredrin, maybe an Angela Fredrin, but an Angela's been banned. So yeah, let's see what both teams. Daiki now, the last pick. I mean, he's got options. And Smile here is he's also got options as well. Daiki here, waiting in turn. Gato will be the pick. I called that one out actually. I called it out, guys. Daiki will be the one to go for the Gato. Now Hylos is available. Yeah, okay. I think at this point I should stop talking because the moment I say the heroes, they pick the heroes, and that's exactly what's going on now, guys. That's exactly what we're seeing. The Utah with the Ruby. Okay. That's definitely a Void Hacker gold lane then, a Void Hacker mid lane then. And yeah, there's too much magic. Smile, hopefully he can play the Xbox better than Lidox because Lidox, well, he did what he could, but then at some point I feel like build wise, he wasn't exactly making the best of decisions. But then Vons, Nasty, Yawi, Daiki, Smile, the players for Oasis. Utah Conquest, Void Hacker, Sky Guy, Cheesy, the players for El Cartels. Mind you, let me take you guys back. El Cartels has 3 wins in a row. So if they take 5, they take the Defender series. So can Oasis end things? Can Oasis settle things out and break the streak? Or will El Cartels get that final win in and then we settle things out tomorrow? Keep giving you guys suspense. Let's see. That will all be revealed in this game. This game will be the decider on how tomorrow's game will look like. But yeah, while the game is loading, let me know what you guys think. Who has the better draft? Let me know, guys. Okay, someone says El Cartel has the better draft. I agree with you actually. El Cartel has a lot of sustain on their end. Let me zoom out the map a little bit. I'm a bit exhausted here, so my voice is a little bit you know what? Let's just leave it. Let me just bring it down a little bit. Okay, yeah. So Lord help me with this last game because my strength is already burned out. But yeah, Conquest here. Okay. Daiki, the early game skirmish, nothing too serious here. Just the early game skirmish. Utah now. Okay, there's the Storm with Immobilize and Nasty making the most of Sicilian and just making sure he farms the minions with the Battle Impact and the Sanguine Claws, of which he has now because he has entered level 2. Meanwhile, they're still poking him out, throwing up a ring of punishment. And Cheesy there with Thundros and the retribution to secure the lethal for himself. Meanwhile, Sawan Cross brings it back to that impact. Unbreakable will stunt him up, and it looks like Utah, yes, Utah will be the first blood, guys. A very great start for the side of Oasis, and maybe if they keep this up, they can actually break the streak. But let's see how it turns. I don't want to jinx them just because they got first blood. But Vons and Void Hacker, EX playing Gold Lane rather. I think this is the third time we are seeing the Gold Lane Gold Lane Bane. I think it's the third time I'm seeing it. But meanwhile, Daiki, I can see Daiki here. Just making sure that Conquest does not go anywhere far. But that's the thing about the Conquest is low on mana, but the fact that he's not recalling, that's the beauty of the of his passive, the Ticking Blood. You can actually use your HP to cast the skills. That's the ring of punishment that the song comes in as well with the puncture. Thundros now to reduce his HP. Daiki now low, scarily low. Daiki, he has to get away. Yes, he does. Yeah, of course. At least someone that is, playing the gato right that we are seeing. And then Cheesy here now goes in there, puncture, but then it's maximum 60 stacks. Maybe Yawi not willing to use the grab on him just yet. Cheesy, yes, he does. But puncture to get away of opposing back, and that's him, Spear of Alpha. But Cheesy still outplaying them with the puncture. Cheesy, but he will go down. Yawi finds the kill, and that's gonna be a full-on blown team fight there. Throwing up ring of punishment there with the steel balls, but Daiki will fall. Utah gets the kill. More on the onslaught, but meanwhile up top is where we should be now. Vons comes in with the Vons will not engage. Vons will stay away from the total area, and the deadly catch was just for show, guys. The deadly catch was just for show. But with that man, I mean, him and Vons, Craplock Cannon onto him. Both of them just making sure you don't overextend. You poke me, I poke you, but nothing too serious here. Nothing too serious. And yeah, it's crazy. Okay, someone says, Christine says you can hear the tiredness in his voice. Well, God will help me. I will do this one. I will deliver quality. Even in there. Yeah. It's. I think we're back, guys. Apologies for all that, for everything here, and yeah, we're still having more lag. Okay, guys, I think we are back. Yeah. Since last match, yeah, let's just see how it turns out, guys. Let's just see how it comes out. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Definitely trying to stay optimistic for everything. But then I think everything is smooth now. We're much better than we were. But first swing now onto the turtle here. And that's the shark bite. Of course, you can tell Oasis are trying their best to keep their hold, and Smile will take the turtle there. Batfest dives in, Nasty goes in, but Glorious Pathway come onto two, slowing them down. But that's Conquest now low. 12 Alpha with the first swing, rotary impact from Smile, but he's stunned there from Be Good and Don't Run Wolf. He's trying to intimidate him, but Sky Guy now with the consecration and the Smile. Of course, Conquest goes down. Bane will find him, and that will be the kill. So far, Oasis doing a good job and owning this. Man, I mean, you think that Oasis will not give them a run for their money, but they actually are. And the early game has actually been taken by them. But mind you, the gold lead is still in favor of El Cartels. Somehow, despite the fact that they are losing team fights, they still have the gold lead. But then that's the stun there. Big good on Wolf King, Unbreakable with the Spear of Alpha, rotary impact with the first swing. 2 man offended his Void Hacker's response. And that will not be enough. Conquest now with the Ring of Punishment. Smile in danger position 1v5. AOG comes in, runs him up. But that's the airport. You're low, Daiki, you're low. The Crowd Clock Cannon for Burns will take him out. And that Smile now has to get away into safety. Okay, I think we're back again, man. Ah. Okay, onto the mid lane now. Yeah, that's where we should be. Alright. But then that's an engagement there. Nasty. The midst of it all with the Bat Fist. So far, you can see Sky Guy now pulling back. Sky Guy. That's one thing about the Uranus, man. He can tank a lot of damage with this guy. Transcending Ward, Retraction Pulse, then he was bringing back Concentration onto Nasty. And that Sky Guy trying to pressure him, but no. Okay, more Sanguine Claws. But no. And they're pulling away. They're not willing to commit, guys. They're not willing to commit. Oasis taking their time and making sure that they get things right first. And I like that. I mean, I like calculative plays. I like it when a team is trying to weigh their options and say, okay, look, should we be doing this right now? Should we actually be doing this? Okay, Spear of Alpha defensively from Smile to get away. And I mean, both teams now really just toughing it out. But so far, the low dance has still not started. Oasis are really being calculative in this game. I like that. And El Cartels too. They realize that, okay, look, we're playing against a team that is being very calculative. Maybe our chance there, but on the mid lane there, Yawi, the playmaker, the lone survivor, perhaps on the gold lane, and Daki. Yeah, they're not willing to commit. Yawi as well might be a 1v2 dive, but he's losing HP and fast. So far, that's gonna be the Lord being taken by El Cartels right under the noses of Oasis. But will they let them take it? There's no contest whatsoever. Spell of small break. They don't chop Oasis. Yeah, somehow Oasis are actually losing in this team fight, and yeah, there's a lot of lags on my end, and my fan is dead, guys. My fan is dead. So yeah, my phone is actually getting hot, and not exactly the greatest thing you want to see here, but that's with Haka now with the splits. I'm just trying to hold out so that we can see how this game ends, guys. That's actually where I'm going at right now, because the network actually interrupts my casting, but then that's a dive in there. Okay, possesses him, but then that might not pay. Yeah, we have to detach. He has to detach. The Sky Guy still poking out like he should, but then the Lord might be approaching soon. No, it's not. The Lord is still under. You see, this is what happens when the stream cuts midway, and I don't know what happened. Okay, so yeah, so far we can see Conquest here really just trying to go for this invade. They want to go for that invade. They want to make sure Oasis don't have that farm. And if you're Oasis, it's something. Okay, Glorious Pathway comes in as well. The AOG will land for Conquest to get caught in the Sawan Cross to bring him into 2. But that more will come through. From Alpha onto 3, and Smile will get the kill. Daiki onto Conquest, and more numbers will drop. It's a 1v2. Sky Guy against every one of Oasis member. The man is absolutely trying to make sure that he's in their faces. Now Spell of Alpha, Smile dives in. Not a wise decision. Utah puts him in his place. And that Oasis retreating, going back into safety. That Lord has spawned. And if you want to take it, you have to preserve your numbers. Meanwhile, Sky Guy now really shoving his face where he should be and really doing what an Iranian should. Transcendent Ball dives in Ionic Edge as well, but that's cheesy there with the Tundra is puncture back and forth trying to take out Yawi. Yes, he does. The soul cutter gets him before the grab could, and that's cheesy now getting away low HP. Nasty trying to catch up. That's Daki coming in. That Lord has not. The contest has not started. The contest has not started, guys. The contest has not started. So yeah, so far really good. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so far the contest is still ongoing, And you can see that both teams really just want to make sure that they get that objective. But unfortunately, Chelsea has a stronger hold on that objective. Now the conceal comes in. AOG from Daiki, but you're not far enough. You're not far enough. You need to get away. The steel balls. Can he tank this much damage? Oh my goodness, that one fended onto 3. It's Pro Wafa brings it back in, but Sky Guy with radius and the concentration trying to get away now. Traction pulse. El Cartel, they still haven't lost a member. But yeah, network. Network will get one. And the Lord is approaching. It looks like El Cartel just might have this one in the bag, guys. I'm trying my best to just hold out until everything ends. Let's see everything. It looks like El Cartels want to settle this thing because this is already 9 p.m. So yeah, but Vaughn's now getting caught in it now. I'm offended, brings it back, and that's Vaughn's getting shut down by Utah. Girls pathway to slow down Nasty, the only one left. The base will be taken out, and El Cartels, it looks like this one might be in the bag. Yes, it is, guys. Yes, it is. El Cartels will take that win, and that's 4 for El Cartels in a row. Okay, see you all, guys. See ya.